children. Today we are going to start computer from class 5, lesson number 2, that is software and its type. Okay, let's see. Computer is a machine that does not have intelligence of its own. A computer without instruction is like a car without a driver. Okay, it cannot run on its own. So it is like a car without a driver. It requires a set of instructions given by a user to work on. Okay, these sets of instructions are called programs. Okay, I repeat, these sets of instructions are known as programs, which are written in computer language. Okay, software is the collections of programs that are stored and run on computer hardware and helps user to work on the computer. Software is a part of computer which cannot be touched or seen. Okay. Now see, what is software? Software is a collection of instruction or a program that are stored and run in the computer. Now we can say that software, there is two types. What are they? First is system software and the second is application software. Okay. Now let us learn about system software. Okay, system software is defined as a collection of programs that controls the overall operation and internal working of a computer system. It reads data from input device and transfer the process information to the output device. Okay, system software helps the input and output device to connect. Okay, whereas the input device enters the data and it processes it, the software processes it, and it gives the result to the output device. Okay. System software is of three main types. What are they? They are operating system, language processor, and utility software. Yes, I say system software is divided into three types. That are number one is system software. It is divided into three types. Number one is operating system. Operating system. Number two, language processor. Number three is utility software. Okay. First of all, let us learn about operating system. Operating system is needed to operate a computer. An operating system controls the overall activity of a computer. It acts as a link between the user and a hardware. Okay. Users are who? We, the people. Okay. And the hardware are the components of the computer. It acts as a link between the hardware and the user and enable them to work together. Some examples of operating system are MS-DOS, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, Unix or Linux, and Mac OS. Okay, now let us learn what are the functions of this OS. Okay, the short form of operating system is OS. Let us learn the function of operating system. First is what? Device management. That is input and output. The information what we are giving in, that is called input, and the information which is processed by the computer and given out in the monitor or as a form of printed paper, that is called a output. Okay. So an operating system controls the working of all input device and output device. Second is what? Memory management. An operating system assigns memory to various programs whenever required. It also frees the memory when it is not in use. And the third one is run software. Run software, an operating system runs the application software like Paint, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, etc. Okay, it helps us to run the software which is present in the computer. And third is processor management. An operating system manages all the working of the processor by allocating various jobs to it. Okay. The fifth is file management. An operating system keeps track of information regarding creation, deletion, transfer, copy, and storage of files in an organized way. It keeps all the tracks of which file is being deleted, which file is being copied. So it helps us to manage the file also. And the lastly but not least, it provides security by means of password to prevent misuse of the computer. Okay. Now, as we have learned about the operating system, let us move on to the language processor. Each software is created by writing programs in computer language. Some of the popular computer languages are Java, C program, C++, and there are various other programming languages. Okay. As we know that computer can understand only the machine language, which comprise of 0 and 1, that is binary code. And therefore, programs written in this language cannot be recognized by a computer. Here, a language processor plays a vital role in translating the programming language to the machine language. Okay, the third one is utility software. Utility software performs specific tasks usually related to managing a computer, its device, or its program. Some utilities help you to avoid virus attack, to take backup of data, to recover data that has been accidentally erased, and so on. This includes antivirus, backup, disk repair, file management, security, and network programs. Okay. What are they? First is what? Antivirus. Antivirus. Why we put antivirus in our computer? When we connect the computer to the internet, there are different kind of virus or malware that can harm the computer. So we put the antivirus to prevent those virus to attack our computer. And backup. Backup is very important because accidentally we can delete some our photos or videos or file. So backup helps us to recover those files. We can bring back the file which has been deleted. And the third one is compression. Compression, it is a process that syncs a larger file to a small file. It uses less space. These files cannot be read directly and must be decompressed to their actual form before use. For example, WinZip, PKZip, 7-zip, etc. Here we have finished about the system software. Now we are going to learn about application software. Application software are a set of programs developed by programmers in order to perform specific type of jobs like beautifying the document, doing calculation, arranging data in an organized manner, making airline or railway reservation system, etc. Computer language are used in creating these types of software. The application software can be further divided into two categories that are general purpose software and special purpose application software. Okay, these are the two categories. First, let us learn about general purpose application software. Here I have written some names. These are word processing software. The word processing software, for example, Microsoft Word, WordPad, OpenOffice, this software helps us to type text in the computer. Okay, the word processor helps us to create professional looking documents quickly and efficiently. The next is electronic spreadsheet. Electronic spreadsheet is a program that helps you to perform calculation and display the data in the form of a chart to analyze in a better way. Some of name of the softwares are Microsoft Excel, Lotus 123, OpenOffice, Oracle, etc. Next one is database management system. By the word database, it means to store the data and information about a place or a person. Each one of us uses database unknowingly in our daily routine. For example, managing telephone directories, payroll information, etc. Database software helps us to arrange and store a large amount of information in an organized manner. You can easily create, add, find and update those data with the help of this database management system. And the next one, presentation software. Presentation software is used to present an idea or concept to a large number of people. This software helps you to create and display slides on a computer with the help of a projector on a big screen. Some name of these softwares are Microsoft PowerPoint, OpenOffice, Impress, Adobe Flash, etc. And next one, desktop publishing software. These applications help you to combine both text and graphic features to design professional document, newsletters, printed forms, etc. Okay, some name of these softwares are CorelDRAW, Adobe InDesign, Quarks Express, etc. And the next one, graphic software. Graphic software is used to create images such as chart, graphs, photographs, logos, cartoon and much more. For example, Paint, Photoshop, AutoCAD, Dreamweaver. These software are used to create these image, logos and cartoons. And the last, multimedia software. Multimedia software is used to create videos, animation, sound graphics and text with a high degree of interaction. Some of these application softwares are game softwares, Windows Media Player, Windows Movie Maker. Okay. And the next one, special purpose application software. This is the another type of application software. First we have learned about what are these called general purpose application software. Now we learn about special purpose application software. Special purpose application software. These softwares are designed to meet the specific needs of user. For example, Tele, Vizi, these are some name of the software. These software are also known as customized software because we can customize the reservation system, payroll system and billing system with the help of these softwares. Today we have learned about the types of software, that is system software and application software. System software, there are three types, that is operating system, language processor, utility software. And in the application system there are general purpose application software and special purpose application software. I hope that you all understood the lesson here within the class. Thank you.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for yourself, do it